If you're marketing a children's education program, the first question you need to ask yourself is, who are you trying to reach and what drives them to buy? We're going to be going over all of these important concepts in today's video. We're going to talk to you about how to create an ideal customer profile and how to learn about the type of behavior that they make. We'll also be providing you very easy action steps as well as templates that you can use to help you better market your preschool, summer camp, or class. Now let's dive right on in. An ideal customer are the specific group of people that your business is trying to reach so that they're able to purchase your services. In the education field, this would be parents of children who you're trying to either sign up for a camp or enroll in your preschool. Now, why is this important? Being able to know the demographics of the customers that you're trying to reach will help you be more strategic in your marketing efforts and be more effective so that they're most likely to sign up for your program. Now, what is it that you want to know about your ideal customer? There's 8 areas as far as demographics that you'll want to know. These include education, location, income level, profession, gender, age, children, and marital status, which we'll go into more detail right now. Let's apply these demographics to a real-life situation. Say you work for a preschool that's moderately priced and you're trying to create a sample customer demographic. For education level, you might be targeting families who have either a bachelor's degree or higher education. For location, you might want to target families who live within walking distance or within a 10-minute drive. Now, since the cost of living is so high in San Francisco, their income level might be $100,000 to $200,000 a year. Their profession might be that one of them works in the tech field and that both parents work full-time. For gender, you might want to focus on mothers, but note that in San Francisco, there might be a lot of households with 2 moms or 2 dads. For age, since people in San Francisco usually have children later in life, you might want to focus on ages 30 to 45-year-olds. The families you'd like to focus on would have usually 1 to 2 children, ages 0 to 5. And for marital status, most of them would be married or in long-term relationships. Here's a summary of your sample customer demographic for a moderately priced preschool in San Francisco as far as who you're trying to reach and who you're trying to target. Let's move on to purchase decisions, otherwise known as buyer behavior. Buyer behavior is knowing what are the main motivations and needs of parents who are most likely to choose your program for their kids versus others. Why is this important? If you know how parents make decisions about what to sign their kids up for, then that'll help you better reach them as potential customers. There are 5 questions to ask your business to figure out how your parents make decisions when they're purchasing programs for their child. This will help you better understand their buyer behavior. Let's go into each of these individually. The first question asks, what problem are parents looking to solve? Say you're working at a preschool, that would be to find a safe and nurturing place for their child to learn and grow. If you're working at a summer camp, that could be to keep their child busy and having fun in the summer months. If you work for an enrichment program, that might be to have their children learn new skills or explore new hobbies outside of school. The next question asks, what influences their choices? If you're promoting a preschool, parents might be influenced by recommendations, the location of the school, the reputation, what type of programs are offered, and the qualifications of staff. If you're working at a summer camp, they might want more variety of activities, safety measures, low cost. Maybe their friends are participating in the same camp, or they've read good reviews and recommendations. For an enrichment program, they could be focused on the quality of the program, whether or not their child's interested in the topic, the flexibility with the scheduling, whether or not there's trial classes so they can see if their child's even interested in the program or class, and the cost related to the value of the program. Next up, when do parents usually enroll? For a preschool, usually parents might be enrolling in the spring or early summer of the year that they want to start. For a summer camp, oftentimes it's late winter, early spring that parents start to register, and also some parents might register early, say in January, February, to secure a spot for a more popular program and take advantage of early bird discounts. For enrichment programs, those usually might start at the beginning of a new school year or a quarter session such as fall, winter, or spring. How do parents decide and research what programs to sign up for? If you're a preschool, that could be online, word of mouth through referrals, or reading online reviews. For a summer camp, that could be an online search, attending some summer camp fairs, word of mouth, or based on different activities offered, scheduling, and pricing. For an enrichment program, as well as online, there's word of mouth. They might want to take a trial or a free class, and there might be focus on the specific curriculum or skills. And lastly, what do parents hope to achieve? If you're marketing a preschool, parents might be focused on their child learning social skills, early learning, independence, and growing emotionally. For a summer camp, they could be focused on their child having fun and having a sense of adventure, learning new skills, and socializing with existing or new friends. For an enrichment program, they could want their child to develop new talents and skills, build confidence, and encourage them to develop creativity. Next, we're going to talk about how we're going to put what we've learned today into action to help us promote our children's education program. The first action step that we're going to take is we're going to build an ideal customer profile for our own business using the 8 demographic categories that we had discussed. If you're not sure what demographic categories that your ideal customers might fit into, one idea is to ask to interview a parent who's had a child attend your program, maybe a parent who you know's kid really loved the program, and ask them these questions about the demographics. Here's how you can apply in real life the demographic categories that you've created for your ideal parent, say for promoting a fall tours for a preschool. I won't go into all of the categories about what type of marketing things you should do, but I'll highlight a few. So if your parent is of bachelor's degree or higher education level, you want to make sure that the content on your website is college reading level and that it focuses on the quality of your instruction and your curriculum. And you also might want to highlight the high education level or credentials of your teachers and administrators. Another one, for example, that you might want to focus on is if you're focusing on mothers under the gender category, you might want to post on local mothers group forums or do targeted online ads that focus on moms of toddlers. Lastly, if you are focused on parents who might have 1 to 2 kids, you want to make sure that you streamline your tour process so that forms are easy to fill out online and that tour schedules can accommodate parents' busy schedules, and maybe even look into the option of offering virtual tours to provide more flexibility for busy parents. Now, the second action step is we're going to create a buyer behavior profile by answering the 5 questions from the How Do Parents Make Decisions slide, which I'm showing you right here as a refresher. Now, answering these questions about your buyer behavior can be really hard to do on your own, so I would suggest interviewing the same parents that you did from step number 1 to ask them these 5 questions and learn about their buyer behavior. Now that you've learned all of this about the demographics of your ideal customer and their buyer behavior, it's time to give this person a name. For example, let's call her Susan. By giving her a name, it makes it a lot easier to tailor your marketing to best address Susan's needs. So whenever you need to make a decision, you would ask yourself, would Susan respond well to, say, the way the content on my website's worded, maybe the scheduling options in my program, the visuals I used, and on and on. Now here's a summary of the 3 action steps that we just went over. I know it sounds like a lot, but taking the time to build this will really help you be able to create a better marketing strategy to reach the families that you need to enroll them for your program. And lastly, let's go over next steps and resources. Now, in order for you to do these 3 action steps to build your ideal customer profile and your buyer persona profile worksheet, I do have 3 downloadable templates that you can have for free. All you have to do is click on the link below, or you can simply comment free content video number 1 below, and I will send you these templates. Congrats to yourself for completing the first video in my 12-step series, DIY Marketing for Your Children's Education Program. Check out the next video in this series on checking out the competition. See you all at my next video.